What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media and I'm back with another video. So today I'll be working on my 2015 Mitsubishi Lancer GT. I haven't really given you guys too much of an update on her, but so it's always fun whenever you put new modifications on the car, but not so fun whenever you have to fix stuff that breaks. So unfortunately it's the latter today. So yeah, I was having a video shoot and photo shoot with Phase 512 about a week back, and parking lot was pretty bad. You know, we were downtown and it was like an old abandoned warehouse parking lot. So yeah, pretty bad. I was coming out of the shoot and unfortunately it kind of messed up my front splitter as well as part of my bumper. So let me just show you guys. So right here, not too bad. I can replace the trimming. It actually bent outwards a little bit. So what I'm going to attempt to do first is I am going to be using a heat gun to heat it up, to bend it back. So it's not too noticeable on camera, but it's supposed to be flat. And if you look at this, it's kind of bent up a little bit at an angle. So what I'm going to do is take off this edge trimming because apparently it's pretty messed up as well over here. If you notice, it came off by itself. Look underneath. That static low life. And more importantly, what happened over here, I have a bunch of painter's blue tape. So I do have this front splitter chassis mounted. So whenever it messed up my front splitter, what I did was, unfortunately, it kind of popped this bumper off. So what I have to do, the tab broke on passenger side. Driver side is good. So as you can tell, what happened on the passenger side was the whole thing just popped right out. So yeah, what I am doing is I ordered some quick release. So these are bumper quick release fasteners. Hopefully they work. You guys might have seen these where people just press, it comes right off. So I feel like that's going to be much better since the tab on the passenger side broke off. And I might have a couple boys swing by later. I think Marco, his 370Z, as well as Ken, his Lexus IS250 might swing by later on. But for today, like I said, I just want to get the car, you know, running good, looking good. Well, it drives still, fortunately, but yeah, I can't have a show car looking all neglected. So first thing first, I'm gonna be taking off this edge trim. So you can buy this online off eBay. Highly recommend it if you have a front splitter or side splitter. See, it comes off just like that. What it does is it protects the edges of it from, you know, scraping, especially whenever I go up and down my driveway, it scrapes. So yeah, I'm gonna do is if you see on this side is pretty flush. This side of the splitter is good, but if you come around and look on this side one more time, you might be able to see it's kind of tilting upwards. So now that I have the edge trim off, I'm going to be using heat gun, heat it up and get this part a little more flat. Alright, so basically I use heat gun or hair dryer, microfiber towel, and I use the pliers over it just to kind of bend it a little bit. So looking a little better. So right now I do have additional edge trim, so that's what I'm gonna do. Slap on the edge trim, and yeah, front splitter should be done. And I also managed to take off the painter's tape. So as you can see over here, the bumper kind of came off. So that's what the quick release are for. So yeah, once I'm done with the splitter edge trim, I'm just gonna put these on just so the bumper stays in place without the tape.
just wanna
Alright, so right now I already went ahead and put all the edge trim. As you can see, this is brand new edge trim, as good as new. One more thing I did was this mash grill kind of popped inwards with the impact, so right now I kind of put it back together with this metal bracket. So all that's really left to do is the scary part, which I'll leave. So basically this thing right here, quick release, like I said, I would have to drill a hole into the bumper, so that's pretty intimidating. But right now my boy Marco, he's heading here right now, his 370Z. So once he gets here, we'll get to working on it. Boy Marco showed up in the 370Z. I couldn't even hear it. I was away in the living room getting some stuff done, but he had that new Mishimoto oil cooler put on. So it came in this color in the gold. He didn't actually painted it. If you guys want to check out that older install video, we have it on the channel as well. But the car is always looking good. So like I said, today, so what I did was I already took off the old edge trim, put on a new one. This part's a little bent. I used a heat gun, try to bend it back as good as I could. And then the final step here, so previously for the past week I've been driving around with tape. Looks pretty ratchet, but the tabs here are broken. So what I have to do is I have to resort to quick release bumper fasteners. So there's the kind where they use rubber bands, but I decided I prefer the push ones. The only intimidating part is I do have to drill holes in my bumper, so let's get to it. Alright, so what we did here was we loosened up the bumper. So we had to take off this middle piece. So there's 3 10mm bolts. Take off the middle one, and they provided this hardware here. So there's this screw, this push screw, 2 washers and 2 bolts. So what you're doing over here is you're putting 1 bolt, 1 washer, and then you have this plastic bracket, and on the back side there's another washer and another bolt. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put like some toothpaste or something on here and push the bumper in, just line it up, and then once we know where it is, we're gonna be drilling it. So we also stopped by Harbor Freight, picked up a step drill, and yeah, like I said, unfortunately we're gonna drill. We have to drill pretty big size, so we're gonna drill as big as this right here, and this is gonna go on like that. Alright, so finally we got one side in after a long time. As you can see, fitment here is real flush. Previously we had a bit of a gap with the headlights, the bumper was sagging down, but right now it's flush. So all we have to do is the other side. So yeah, I did a quick one. I didn't really want to show you guys because I had to focus on getting it done, but this side hopefully can do a little time lapse of getting it done. Right, so it's really easy. Just took off 1 bolt right here, whole bumper comes off. What I'm gonna do is this part from the quick release is gonna go in here. So what we're gonna be doing is taking this middle bolt out first. It's just a 10mm, so it's real easy to take off. Comes right off. So right now that it's off, all I have to do is just reuse the same hole. So the assembly came with, let me focus right here. So it's a bolt, washer, and then I'm gonna have the plastic, and then another washer, and then bolt. So this one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna feed it through here. So hopefully this works. I don't have to drill any holes. And then on the back, I'm gonna put the washer and the bolt. Alright, so what we did, we already put that in. So right now I just put a little bit of tape, or you can, not tape, sorry, paint, or you can use toothpaste or anything like that. Have a little dab. So I dab a spot right there, so I know exactly where to drill. I'm gonna drill it from the inside first. Just a small drill before I use the step drill. So we drilled a hole through the bumper, but we need a step drill so we can drill a little more. So we have to drill a pretty big hole because this guy gotta fit. So yeah, make sure this gotta go up here like that.
Let me get a different angle. It.
Fits. And then from the other side, you're gonna put this little washer to tighten it from the back. Alright, so right now as you can see, it's in. So right now what Marco is doing, he's going from the back to tighten it using a 10mm wrench. So once you tighten it, all good to go. So just like that, quick release bumper is in on one side and on the other side. I do have to say this side we took a little longer because back when I had the bumper we had some brackets made, so it didn't fit 100% flush. Well, I'm glad we managed to get it to work. So quick release bumper done. Big thanks to my boy Marco for helping out. So if you guys like the video, don't forget to leave the thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel, again, every single mod of this car is on my YouTube channel though. So don't forget to look back at older videos if you're curious on how some of these DIY mods are done. So leave a thumbs up and catch you guys in the next video.